Let's face it, PvE is basically dead in this game, and rather than trying to make some improvements to Terrace Hunt, they are introducing a whole new PvE mode. Disclaimer, I am fine with a new PvE mode. It spices things up and gives us more to kick back and relax with, but I also want the current PvE aspect of the game improved. This is a post by Reddit user R6Goddess, and this is how they suggest to fix the PvE in this game. But first, before we jump right in on how to fix Terrace Hunt, I played with a bunch of fans today on my Facebook live stream, and I had so much fun with it. If you guys want to play with me, I don't care if you're PC, Xbox One, PS4, I'll play with all of you. Just make sure you guys like my Facebook page and turn on notifications so you guys know when you guys want to play with me. Reasoning behind all of this is that PvE doesn't translate into multiplayer at all. There is very little to no similarity between the two. Right now, Terrace Hunt is only really a good way to practice your aim with weapons and maybe get a feel of the map, though this is better accomplished with friends in a custom game or through several matches in casual. This is a proposed change, this person says. Global changes, which means affects all of Terrace Hunt. Customizable Terrace loadouts, or at least more diverse one. It bugs the hell out of me that there's never a Terrace with a SMG, despite being all the defenders uses it, except with Jaeger. Another change. Rework Terrace movement. Remove their ability to duck and slide when coming around doorways. Players cannot do that. Rework their movement so they emulate the operator's movement, speed, and animations. Let them crouch walk, sprint, or jog. Give them the same armor speed ratio of the operators. Why not have a skinny tan Terrace be 1 armor, 3 speed, the dark brown be 2 armor, 2 speed, and the other be 3 armor, 1 speed. I agree with all this so far because the point of Terrace Hunt is sort of to train the player to get ready for the multiplayer since the game's mainly multiplayer. Next change. Not necessarily, but suggestion. I think it would be amazing if you could have a MP loadout toggle option that makes the Terrace have weapons based on their armor speed ratio, similar to operators themselves. Example, in classic 3 armor 1 speed operators get MP5s, 2 armors 2 speed get MP5Ks or UMPs, 1 armor and 3 speeds get MP7. Next change. Put cameras in the game and allow Terrace to access them, or at least the operators to have access to them. This will allow for certain operators' abilities to not be outright useless in PvE, such as Dokkaebi and Vigil. Make it so Dokkaebi is selected. Terrace drop a phone on death. Maybe even have her use her abilities to ring the Terrace and then simply having the ring stop after random intervals, 3 to 7 seconds, depending on difficulty, to simulate them turning off. Much easier to code than them actually doing so. Next suggestion. Make it so that Caveira is selected. A set number of special Terrace marked in different color scheme outfits spawn and that they can be down and interrogated. Oh, that's interesting. So only certain Terrace can be interrogated. Next suggestion. Remove C4 rooms. C4 is never used as a trap in multiplayer, especially not in such a ridiculous degree. Instead, have a special Terrace with specific color schemes, red maybe, or an outfit that has an option to throw a C4 at a player and detonate it 3 to 5 seconds later. That way the player has ample time to respawn. This can happen when the Terrace has spotted the player. That way no unfair rampant dying to C4 throws on the other side of the wall while the player is coming around the door, which is already a huge issue with flashbangs. Next suggestion. Make barbed wire more scarce and spread out, more strategic. No one can barbed wire most rooms in multiplayer anymore since all operators have their barbed wire count dropped to 2. Make bombers have an option to be toggled. Some players just want to practice and learn use a regular Terrace that still die to headshots or similar number of bullets as operators in multiplayer do. Next suggestion. Make it so that Terrace can't see through smoke. They are actually affected by their own flashbangs. Now for resupply box. Max out gadgets and reinforcement walls similar to ammo. We don't refill 1 mag at a time, so why make reinforcement refill 1 at a time? And lastly, maybe allow operators gadget to be refilled from supply box as well. So far, only Buck can refill it since it uses actual ammunition. Now let's talk about changes that can be made towards the modes. Terrace Hunt Classic. Allow players to play Defender in this mode. It would provide them the opportunity to become more fluid with the Defender's loadout and most weapons, especially since Protect Hostage usually consists of being blitzed by 2 to 4 Terrace at a time, which almost never happens in multiplayer match. Also, this allows for roaming throughout the map while they try to find you. Remove flashbang and frag grenades from Terrace. There's no situation in multiplayer in which the attacker are being stunned by flashbangs or killed by frag grenades from the defender. It's obnoxious, especially when the Terrace always uses 3 of them anytime you get near. It creates a bad habit for attackers of turning away when they hear the sound of gadget being pulled. To make up for the loss of frags for the Terrace, give them impact grenades instead. Or this could easily be solved by customizable Terrace loadouts in some sort of game mode options and presets. Moving on to protect hostage secure area. Remove the Terrace ability to kill hostage altogether. The objective should be extracting the hostage or killing the players. The fact that they can kill a defense non-mobile object is ridiculous. There's no translation of this into multiplayer. A better way of approaching this style would be have a form of a secure area instead. Make it so that one Terrace per cluster all the spawn together at once. Can go drone a predetermined path to spot players and maybe the objective the first time. The reason for this is that incentivizes the player to shoot the drone. That would make Vigil's ability isn't useless. Roughly 3 to 5 clusters spawn per round, so that 3 to 5 drones each time. How to fix defuse bomb. Make it so that only one bomb site has to be defused. The fact that you have to defuse both bomb sites is ridiculous and another major disconnect from multiplayer. Alternatively, give the player the options that can be toggled between having to defuse one or both bomb sites. Same issue with flashbang and frags as with classic, or could easily be solved by customizable Terrace loadout in some sort of game mode and other presets. Lastly, remove Terrace that spawn to attack the diffuser. This never happens in multiplayer. Last but not least, let's fix extract hostage. Remove Terrace that spawn outside near the extraction point. Have them spawn near the building instead and still rush the players. Same issue with flashbang frags with classic. And again, you can fix this by customization. Remove shield Terrace that spawn in to attack player and hostage. And customization. Remove Terrace ability to kill the hostage altogether. Same reason as protect hostage. This would fix the issues and glitches with the hostage being killed at the beginning of Terrace hunt, leading to instant loss. I believe some of these changes would really help bridge the gap between multiplayer and Terrace hunt and siege and allow for not only better transition between two, but a more meaningful experience in player versus environment overall. Some current features in PvE just downright obnoxious and nonsensical. The situation especially does not prepare new players for the core part of the game itself, multiplayer. If anyone has any proposed changes, comment below. And please tell UB so that Terrace Hunt doesn't have any pitfall target practice mode. So far, I completely agree everything this user says. Let me know what you guys think in the description below. Don't forget, guys, if you want to play with me, make sure you like the Facebook page and enable all the notifications so you guys know when I go live on Facebook and you guys can play with me. There's no requirement at all. Just that costs money or anything. It's completely free. Also, don't forget to check out the t-shirts. It supports me as well. And if you guys want, you guys can drink coffee from a big ass can for only $2 if you use the promo code NukemDukem. It's all in the descriptions. I fully love this coffee and support it. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of this match.
Op 4 eliminated.